Bumpits, I just wanted to do a quick Bumpits tutorial for you, this time using the mini Bumpits, these little ones that come in with the kit, and they're really pretty easy to use. I'm just going to give you a couple of ways to use them, and hopefully this gives you some ideas. So what we're going to start out with is pulling up like what may be your bangs or just this front portion of your hair. So just pull this up. Just about that much, you know, I mean, you can kind of test it out and see, you know, sort of poof it forward and see sort of what you're going to be getting there to work with, and then add in more hair if that's what you want to do. But I'm just going to pull up this much hair, and I'm going to, another big rule in my opinion for the Bumpits is to spray the back part of the portion you're pulling up just lightly, just like 1 or 2 spritzes. I'm using the Final Take from Beyond the Zone. That's available at Sally's and it smells so good, so if I get the chance to use it, I do. But just pull it up, and then I'm going to take my rat tail comb and just do a really light tease there on the back of that, just to give it a little more texture, and it's going to grab onto the Bumpit a little better. So here I'm going to take that and just put it right behind that hair and just kind of, you know, kind of jimmy it back and forth a little bit, and then just put this hair, oops, dropped my comb, I just pulled the hair back over the top. And these mini Bumpits are really easy to conceal, I guess you'd say, and it gives you height here that you're not going to lose basically throughout the day or night or whenever you might want to be putting it in. So anyway, I've pulled the hair back over that, and then I'm going to crisscross a couple of bobby pins basically right on top of my head here. So this is not too hard to do. Many people do have experience with using some bobby pins, so this isn't a lot of hair you're having to pin back either, so shouldn't find this to be too terribly difficult up to this point. But once you've got that position there how you want it, just go ahead and spray what you've pulled back there. And you can see you've just got that nice bump that you see, you know, lots of different people using, and you could go ahead and curl your hair more, leave it like this, or I'm going to show you a way to take that second mini Bumpit that you have and give yourself a little bit of lift back here as well. So again, it's just this big, it's like about the size of your eye, and basically look at that portion that you've pulled back that's kind of back in the bobby pins, and take that hair plus a little more right below it. So I'm taking some of the hair that's coming out of the bobby pins, some of the hair just right at that point in my crown, and I'm pulling up basically a second section here, the second section of hair we're going to be working with. And I'm going to do the very same thing here. I'm going to spritz it a little bit on the back side. I'm going to tease it just a touch, and then I'm going to place this right behind the hair I've pulled up, kind of wiggle it back and forth. It should feel a little bit like almost a little scalp massage or something, because that is really those little teeth attaching to your hair. Next, another thing you want to have as we start to play with what's back there is one of these hair pins. Available at Sally's, very cheap. You can get them in a pack, and it just helps you deal with any hair that's been teased, and I use it a lot when I'm dealing with the Bumpits, just for trying to get the shape you want and that kind of thing. So I'm just positioning the hair how I want it, and it's not making a lot of sense from the forward angle, but when I turn to the side, you'll see what we're dealing with here. We've got a nice amount of volume here in the crown. If I can turn sideways and see if you can see what I'm talking about here, but we've got a little more oomph back there, you know what I mean? Instead of just everything falling, this being so volumized and everything else falling flat, you've got a little more, you know, volume in the back. And you could of course go ahead and turn to the other side for you here, but you could go ahead and curl this hair more. Mine's just kind of somewhat straight today, a little bit, sorry, turned under, but you know, do whatever you want with the length of your hair. But this is just a couple ideas of ways to use the mini Bumpits to create a cute style that's maybe a little different from what you would just do without the Bumpits. So The mini Bumpits are really, really easy to use. I would really recommend them for those who are struggling with maybe the full size right now. If you want something that's really easy for your hair to conceal, definitely give them a try. And also remember that make sure you're pulling back enough hair when you want to, the hair that you want to cover up the Bumpit in any way that you're using these. Make sure you're pulling back enough hair, make sure you're spraying the back and teasing it slightly, and make sure you're spraying the overall look. Okay, so always give it the once over there. I am not worried about this falling out whatsoever. I can shake my head, and I mean, this one's obviously a little more secure, but this one is not going anywhere. Okay, so hopefully that's given you guys a little idea of how to use those little Bumpits. But thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.